So I remember when I first got my mission call and I kind of opened it up and I was Skyping my family at the time because we were separated by a bit large distance, and I was reading it and did it line by line so it wouldn't spoil it, right? And then I saw you're going to Wellington, New Zealand, and my first thought is New Zealand. I mostly know where that is. I know they shot Lord of the Rings there, and my second thought is Wellington. Never heard of that place. And my third thought, it took me about 5 minutes to convince myself that had to be the #1 mission on the whole planet. Because New Zealand, it's a beautiful country. It's South Pacific, Polynesian. You really can't ask for more than that. And I was just super excited, just in the first instance, to know that I was going there. Preparation, well, it was an English-speaking mission, so there was definitely nothing to really study language-wise or get used to. Culturally, it's pretty similar to America, with the kind of difference that it's, kind of a British Commonwealth thing. And you get a few differences here and there, and that people are watching rugby instead of American football. But on the whole, those things don't matter a lot. Probably the biggest deal going to New Zealand would just be preparing yourself spiritually, really getting to know the scriptures. You can't study the scriptures too much. It's just not possible. Probably more than anything else would be the biggest help, I would say. MTC, I was there for 10 days. I really can't say much at all. Some missionaries, at least in my stay in New Zealand, did go to the Provo MTC before getting sent to New Zealand, but most of us went to the Auckland MTC, which is in New Zealand itself. And that's where most of the missionaries coming from Polynesian countries or serving in Polynesian countries go. And because of that, we were really, in the MTC, put around a lot of other Samoans, a lot of Tongans, and other people. And so it was about, half Islanders, or Pacific Islanders, Polynesians, and about half Americans like myself, or Australians. And so we really got in the MTC to kind of get used to each other a little bit, because in the mission field we'd be working around each other a lot. The food was all right. They gave us kind of English breakfast. We had like beans on toast a couple times, SpaghettiOs on toast, I don't know, things like that. The food was just all right. My MTC group never actually left the MTC. One not too long before us, I know, did, and went out door knocking. And one of the elders in that intake actually set a baptismal date with someone. Just in like the hour they went out door knocking and got invited in the house, taught them a lesson, and invited them to baptism, and they accepted. So miracles happen sometimes before you even leave the MTC, but I wouldn't count on it because that only happened once.